Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to be working on this worksheet called Let's Quote It. This one is really fun because we're going to be using quotation marks. So make sure you get your name up here. Do your very best handwriting. Then let's read the directions. Read the quotes. So you're thinking, what is a quote? A quote is something someone says. So you're quoting them. It's what the person talking is actually saying. Right now, all the words I'm talking, if I were to write them down, would have to be in quotes because I'm saying them. When we read stories, we hear people directly talking, not just the narrator's thoughts, but people actually having conversations. And we see quotation marks to tell us that someone is talking. So we're going to read these quotes and put in quotation marks and apostrophes where they belong. And sometimes we also need commas when we're doing quotation marks because you always set off the speaker by putting a comma quotation. So here it says, Crankenstein said, "Mrrr." So what did Crankenstein say? Mrrr. So that's where we're going to put our talking marks. The talking mark quotations look like almost like two C's up in the air forward, and then two backwards at the end of it. And then here's where we put a comma, meaning we're about to show someone's talking. All right, that one is done and done well for us. Let's do one more together, and then you guys can finish the rest. So we always make sure our punctuation, our periods, question marks, exclamation points, they always go inside the quotation marks. Commas always go before, and commas sit down and rest on the line. Meh? Questioned Crankenstein. So what did he say? He said, meh? And when we do that, we have to put the quotation marks. See that? That shows us that he's saying, meh? Now, since we have a question mark punctuation here, we don't need to put another comma there because that already works as our punctuation. So, meh? Questioned Crankenstein. All right, go ahead and pause the video and try the next two on your own, and then turn it back on to check your answers. This is when you're going to pause it to try on your own and fill out the answers. All right, hopefully you finished your work and now you're ready to check your answers. This sentence says, Crankenstein laughed. Ha, ha, ha. So this is where he's starting. This is what we hear come out of his mouth, the ha, ha, ha. So we're going to put it in quotes. Quotes up here, they look like two apostrophes or C's. And then down here, we put the comma to say we're about to use quotation marks and to separate it. The next one, ugh, yelled Crankenstein. So ugh is what he said, and he yelled it. So I'm going to use an exclamation point. And then I got to close my quotes and open my quotes. That's what's coming out of Crankenstein's mouth. Ugh, yelled Crankenstein. And then write your own Crankenstein quote. Ooh, if I was Crankenstein, I'd say, I want to stay in bed. So here's my opening quotes. I want to stay in bed. And Crankenstein yelled it. So exclamation point, close quotations, yelled Crankenstein. Now I got to remember to capitalize Crankenstein because that's his name. And there is my example of a Crankenstein quote. A period at the end of the whole sentence. So those are quotation marks. I hope you had a fun time and did a good job with your quotation marks. Till next time, boys and girls, have a great one.